Hello, hello. Yes, you are hearing. Hey, Vern.
Okay.
How you doing?
Doing okay. I got a place lined up.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that's a game changer in my mentality. I just read a thing where Trump is laying out guideline protocols and says that in phase 1, there could be larger venues opened under strict guidelines. So big spaces between people.
Yes.
So that's going to be real interesting for arriving in Tennessee. It's like this place may start happening before I'm even ready for it. Actually, I might not be moved in, so to speak, before stuff is ready to happen.
Well, there's, the federal government, the nice thing about a republic is that, or one of the nice things about a republic is that the federal government can sort of give guidance on stuff like that, but a lot of the ultimate decisions will devolve to the local powers that be. And I was seeing today where they were talking to the mayor of New Orleans. Now, of course, Louisiana was really hard hit by this, and she's saying from the data they are seeing there locally, she doesn't think that any of their big annual festivals that they have there, like the Jazz Fest or the Essence Fest, she doesn't think any of those will be able to happen this calendar year. They will have to wait until 2021. And she's also saying if they have any, I guess a lot of the big cities have been in talks with the major sports leagues, and both the NFL and the NBA are exploring ideas like when their seasons start up again, at least for part of their season, playing the games in the arenas with no spectators in the arenas. So it would just be the players, the support staff, the broadcast people, and then all the fans would be at home. So it's a potential thing that for all kinds of big entertainment things, everything from Broadway to Yankee Stadium, that you would see that kind of model happening for a while. So now what does that say about live theater and live musical stuff? I don't know. I suppose you could have that on stage, and you could have a subscription paywall where people would buy tickets to be the audience for the stream of that. For someone who's used to doing a lot of live performance, that's got to be very strange, because you're used to having that feedback immediately from the crowd, and you wouldn't be having that.
Well, there's a boatload of stuff there. So I'm following a podcast called No Proscenium, and this is the immersive people. So you may not have yet experienced it. It's been in Orlando. I've done an immersive show in Orlando, but there aren't that many of them. But they are the ones that will touch you. They are the ones that have the characters that will personally interact with you. They can be horror, but they don't have to be. The definition is bigger than that. They, therefore, are at the cutting edge of every argument involved in this. What is it going to be okay to do in the future? What is it okay to do now? How many people can we go on a show? And they've been talking all about all this stuff. I can tell you from reading this, medieval times will very simply create the number of spaces in their stadium, and will space them out using some sort of placemat and that it'll be done within. Actually, if everybody knows when it is, it'll be ready the day Orlando opens. It'll be ready when the Orlando decides to hit phase 1. The question, and it won't affect them that much in some ways. Now, if I performed in front of 300 people, I did get a little bit bored. The people did get a little bit, it was the more dangerous show, actually. The knights weren't as razor sharp paying attention. The horses felt better. The horses hate people banging on them, which happens in a bigger crowd.
Yeah.
But everybody else, more mistakes were likely to happen. But not in this case, because in this case, they'll be coming back for 2 months off. Their emotions are going to be there. They're going to be sharp. So for medieval times, not a big deal in the short term. In middle term, a place like medieval times has a hard time figuring out what to do, because that thing is based around, we need to get 1,000 people in there on our good nights to keep having good shows. The answer might be to open more shows. That would work for medieval times, and then you have the lower capacity always.
Yeah.
And then you open more shows. That will work with the current levels that are going on now.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hey, Ivy. Hey, Chris.
Hello. Disney World has already been releasing a lot of what they plan to do. So it's spaces in there. From the performer's perspective, like I say, for us, it's an adrenaline rush at medieval times. So yeah, we do get a little bit low when there's not much. So in the middle term, that could become a thing.
Yeah.
Not in the short term.
Well, and of course, when you build a venue, whether you're building medieval times, whether you're building a baseball stadium, whatever you're building, there's a threshold. Now, sports has the luxury of having outside revenue like TV contracts and all that kind of stuff. But so there's a thing that our break even, if we average 500 people a show over the course of a month, where everybody gets paid, we have a little bit of money in the bank, we can keep doing, and we can plan to add more stuff. If we're running this size venue and we're only getting 250 people a night because of these restrictions, then is it economically viable to be able to keep doing that? Can we keep paying all the actors? Can we, keep providing the same level of food service that we normally provide? Can we, are we starting to get to a point where we're going to be losing money? And then, every business is different. What is their runway? How long can they sustain that, if that's going to be a thing for a while? Or do they have to change the model of the show and say, okay, instead of having and I don't remember from the last time I was there, instead of normally a 2-hour show, okay, now we're going to make it an hour show. And like you say, we're going to have more turnover instead of having maybe a matinee and an evening. We'll have a matinee, an early evening, a late evening, and a late night show.
Yeah, more shows. That's how medieval times will do it. The stadium, I don't go to those things because of one reason: the prices are already too high. Yeah. To see a bunch of millionaires and padding run into each other. So to me, if you have a game with a season and big crowds, way bigger than medieval times, these big stadiums. Yeah. Don't you have the history of continuing to increase the prices? So isn't it most likely that they sell this as a somewhat different experience? They sell less tickets at a higher price.
Yeah, now normally what happens because I experienced this with the MLS and the NWSL, the men's and women's soccer teams here. For Orlando City, for the men's team for a number of years, I had the just the Joe Blow regular season tickets. And it's great. You go in, you sit in the stands, and you cheer your fool head off, and it's a lot of fun. And, then you go home. But I've had for last year, and then I renewed this year, and who knows what's going to happen for the women's team, where I have the club seats. And with the club, the section that I bought in, I'm sitting right behind the home team bench. I mean, I literally reach out and tap Alex Morgan on the shoulder if I wanted to. You don't want to disrupt the players on the bench while they're on the bench because they've got jobs to do. But I'm that close to the players. And for those seats, they give us a really very nice banquet style dinner before the game, free soda and free draft beer during the game.
Ooh.
And then because of where I sit, when the game is over, the assistant coach and the head coach and several of the players who know me, they all come up and we have a conversation. So I get access for that seat. So it's like, for me, if I want to pay more money, I want access.
Yeah.
And in the model that you're talking about, by necessity, okay, well, you're not going to be able to get that access because you want to keep the players safe. You want to keep the fans safe. So you got to keep that distance there.
Yeah. Okay. But the wrestling will do this. The wrestling at Universal, when they did this, they also upselled it. Is access necessarily them shaking hands with you?
Well, I guess the definition of that depends on the fan. For me, yeah, it is. That's what I want the premium for, is for, him back and forth. And of course, there's a reason that I prefer having that with the women's team than with the guys' team. It's like,
yeah,
the girls are a whole lot cuter. So
soccer babes and yoga babes.
Yep. Okay. Well, good evening, everyone. This is DM Gallibond. It's Thursday night. Players are drifting.
Whoop.
Oh, we lost him. Oh, he can't. Oh, is he back?
He was in the middle of a narrative, and then
we lost
the narrative ended. We were in the middle of an exciting adventure, R1 viewer.
Where my mic cut out a little bit. So, not sure what was going on with that. I think it's something that's either happening with the ISP or with Discord being a pain in the keister. So we're here for session 15, and it looks like we've got almost a full house. Okay, I don't see Vern yet, but as he's told us, or I'm sorry, not
you
Vern,
mean
but Wesley. Yeah, I don't see Wesley yet, but as he has told us in the past, with his with the line of work he's in, they could basically get put on call at any time and be told they have to be there at the hospital working. So we certainly hope that he is well and all of our healthcare providers are doing well. And for the rest of you, how are you all holding up?
Doing good.
I'm having a blast.
Yeah, this is different. It's a different kind of thing. I literally have to check my phone every morning and double check what day of the week it is, because every day feels the same. Waking up and being at home, it's like, okay, is this a work day or is this not a work day?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's quite strange from that perspective. But our company is doing well with all the telecommuting. Of course, depending on how long this thing drags on, we hope we'll get through it. But I was looking at the numbers again today, and more and more people are out of work as there's dominoes fall, and businesses that count on other people working are now getting stressed, and they're having to start laying off people. So we just hope that everybody survives this as well as they possibly can. And in the meantime, we're going to talk a little bit about the Circle of Thunder. Last time, you guys had managed to get to the Circle of Thunder. And when you did, you discovered, quite a sight. I'm going to go ahead, for the benefit of our viewers, and reduce the scale a little bit so you can see more of the map. You had come to the this Circle of Thunder, where you saw 3 cultists dancing around in the middle of this circle with this what looked like a pyre, except it wasn't lit. It looked like they had sacrificed some animals, and storm clouds were raging above, and the ground seemed to be trembling below them. And you all were there with your friend. You have your friend
Zenth
with you, which I need to go ahead and grab Zenth out of the NPCs and put him on the map with you, because I don't think I had done that.
And while you're at it, can you throw Bandit on there as well?
Oh, sure. Let me go ahead and get Bandit. He's on the art page. Oh, come on. When will I learn that it's always easier just to... There you go. Put him on the thing. I am going to... okay, so that is... Oh, yeah. So we'll call him Bandit. We'll say he's controlled by that. And then we will... And then I need to set dimensions. 35 by 35. Okay. All right, James, you should be able to move Bandit around now.
Yep, it works.
Okay. One thing I want to be sure I do is that so that you guys can see the name tag there. Okay. So then. Okay. Centaur. Oh, no. Okay, you're just being. Okay. Creatures and monsters. Centaur, there we go. Except he's a 5e centaur, which means he's half size. Okay. All right. So you all are there, and okay. I am going to move Gorrim over to the edge of the trees here until, and unless Wes shows up, just so we know that he's a little bit out of the picture. At the moment, there are, these cultists appear to be deep in the midst of their ritual. So what do you all want to do? You guys don't feel like you've been noticed yet.
Is there any way to know what they may be doing?
Well, it looks like a druidic ritual. I would say you could either roll me, and this is not just Abinadom, this is anybody that wants to, could roll me either a religion check or an arcana check. Because, basically it's some sort of ritual casting.
What kind of fire do they have?
There's not a fire. It's the wood is all set up like it would be a fire, except it's the carcasses of these deer that are splayed out. And, with that storm brewing and lightning beginning to crackle in the clouds above, maybe part of this ritual is lightning is supposed to come down and set it on fire, but that hasn't happened yet, if that's supposed to be part of it.
Yeah, my Arcana check was not that high.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to check out? Hold on. I'm going to do that too because Finn wants to play.
Okay.
I rolled good religion, though.
It's like... Oh, Hyza hit it.
Oh, Hyza, was that from this week or was that last week?
That was from this week.
Oh, okay, the 22. All right, I'm sorry. I was looking at that and thinking...
You said religion or arcana, so...
Yeah. I didn't realize that you had done that. Okay. All right, well, Hyza and Dorzaphir, both of you get... I guess, Dorzaphir, you would get a sense that this is some sort of religious ritual. Do you have religion trained by any, or is that one of your skills that you have trained, Dorzaphir? I'm not hearing.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
Trained.
No, it's just a +1. It's not a specialty.
Okay, all right. So yeah, you would know it's some sort of religious ritual. Hyza, because of your study of not only of the gods and all of the pantheon, you would recognize this as a ritual of Talos. And Talos is known as the Storm Lord. And this is very similar to the ritual that you have studied about, where the followers of Talos will sometimes call destructive storms, but there are a few things that are a little bit different about it. The sacrifice of the animals, that's not usual. And there's a couple of other things that just seem a little off, but it's definitely from some of the symbology that you see and some of the symbolism and stuff, you can definitely tell this is a ritual to Talos.
So turn to the party and say, okay, well, but what I understand, they're worshipping a storm lord that makes destructive storms. So maybe we should help them, like, kill them off, like, just take care of the problem.
So that seemed odd coming from the cleric.
Well, when she started saying help them, I was getting a little confused there.
No, I completely said the wrong choice of words, but I tried to play it off, but it didn't work.
And Dorzaphir and Finn, with your checks, you would know as soon as she says Talos, you would know that that is an evil god. A god that loves the power of storms for destruction. Unlike, let's say, Shantae, who is a goddess of nature and the bounty and goodness and growing spirit of nature. Talos represents the destructive and devastating forces of nature.
Okay, yeah, Finn still wants to play. It's orcs, right?
Half orcs, yes.
Half orcs, and how many?
3 that you can see.
Oh, good gosh. Okay, no, this is Finn's just not even. Rod of pyrotechnics.
Okay. And you can choose a point within 60 feet of you, right? To have that.
Yeah. How about the center of where they're dancing around?
Okay, so that's 85. So you'd have to move up a little bit to do that.
Oh, yeah. Maps up there.
Yeah, so let me.
Which is perfect because that's part of the thing. 60
would be right there. You can move up to there and do it.
Reshape on the map, so I need to do that anyway. No, I didn't see you clicking.
Oh.
No, yeah, I see your line though. Okay.
Yeah. So right here.
Perfect. And this is slightly elevated, right? Are we going up or down on this?
The crown or the center is higher up. So you're a little bit down on the side of the hill.
So yeah, he needs to be up to do this. So actually, it needs to be this.
Okay. Are you trying to be stealthy?
Nope.
Okay, so then let me see what is their passive perception?
And the bod gets us killed.
And I'm kind of moving. I'm getting cover as he's going up.
Okay. All right. So
this is Finn just being an ego here.
Yeah, as Finn moves up, the rest of you now, Hyza, are you trying to be stealthy or not?
Yes, but I have a quick question.
Okay.
Is this not a stand, a wall?
No.
And this is an opening?
Well, yes. This is like if you think of like Stonehenge, where it has the 2 standing stones and a stone laying across it. That's what you have. So this dotted line. Whoops, I'm sorry.
So these 2 are the
this dotted line is 1 standing stone. This dotted line is another, and there's like a space probably 10 or 12 feet tall underneath that slab, in between those 2. So Hyza, go ahead and roll a stealth check for me. Okay, that's fine. As you move up, and Dorzaphir, as you move up, you actually notice that starting to move towards Finn, there are some creatures. And these creatures look for all the world like tiny little animated twigs. They are kind of anthropomorphic, and they
Animated twigs.
Yeah, they're like little twig people, and they do not look friendly. And as you look around the clearing, you see several more groups of them. It looks like there's 12 of them in all. And they are starting to move towards Finn. And so with that...
Oh, he doesn't even get to say his line.
Well, yeah, you can say your line, but we'll...
If they don't invite him first, okay.
Go ahead and say your line, and we'll say that's what kicks off the initiative.
Because this is supposed to be a performance.
Okay.
This is what he sees. Huh. Behold, it is I, the answer to your prayer.
Oh, God.
Did somebody take his mirror again?
Apparently so. And
Not my force shield.
and we will go ahead and we'll roll initiative. Now I'm just going to do one initiative
what
for
do you
these
mean,
twigs. And one
and the
for
response is to attack. That's perfect.
Poor Finn.
Okay. So
I can't select Finn.
Uh-oh.
I got a selection problem.
Oh, are you still on the arrow thing? Or
Yeah, I'm on the arrow thing. Hold on, what's happening here? See if I can roll this guy. You get it?
Oh, geez, the twigs.
There you
Oh, natural 20. Oh.
Yeah, they should interrupt them in the middle of the line. That would be perfect.
okay.
Behold, it is that.
What, did they just tickle you?
Okay, and then 17.13. Oh, it's also okay. 17. All right. So I have Hyza, Dorzaphir, Abinadom, L, and Finn. And I don't think there's any duplicates. All right. So...
Although I see 2 Zents on the map.
Oh, you see 2 Oh, and that's right. I forgot to roll for Xanth. Okay. Oh, yeah. All right. So I don't need him. I'll take him off. And then I'll add a turn for him. And then duplicate that. And we will go. Oops. Centaur. Okay, and he gets 2. Okay, so that's 5. All right. So then let's put it in descending order. Okay, good. All right.
And I've got a dex of 18, so I don't know if that pushes me above.
No,
or
nobody. Okay. Yes. I was thinking we had no ties, so let me do that again. All right, there you go. All right. So the first thing that happens is our little Twiggy friends. Now, how fast can they move? They're not the swiftest things in the world, but there's a couple of people that kind of look delicious here. What was your stealth roll again? Dorzaphir.
14.
14.
Mine was only a 7.
Yeah, they don't have a. They don't have a. Their passive perception is not very good, so. But they will see Hyza. It's good enough to see Hyza, not good enough to see Dorzaphir. So 5, 10. And then 5, 10, 15. Okay.
Yes. In response to defend, they attack Hyza.
5, 10.
Just normal,
15, 20. 5, 10.
Oh. Is he dashing?
10. Yeah, 15, 20. 5, 10. 5, 10, 15, 20,
Twiggy running
5, 10, 15, 20. And then these guys will all move 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, then 25, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, then 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. So they're all trying to converge as fast as they can, but there's only 3 of them that are going to be able to attack, and they will all attack.
Me!
Yes, so they attack with their little witty claws. 1, 2, 3. They each get 1 attack. And the 9 misses, the 12 misses, the 19 will hit for 2 damage. Yep. And that's just slashing damage.
That was kind of ignorant.
Or no, I'm sorry. It's piercing damage. Sorry. Okay, so then these cultists will go. Well, they will. One of them is going to cast a spell, and the other 2 are just going to keep doing what they're doing. So this guy casts a spell, and visually the characters don't see anything, but as players you will see a little marker go on each of them, and that's basically what they do on their turn. Finn, you are up. You have 3 little plant-like monstrosities that are just running over to you because you look delicious to them.
Can't tell them they're wrong. There he is.
Oh.
Hey, there he is.
Yes, I'm not the tank anymore.
You guys
Wesley,
have good taste.
go ahead and roll initiative, and we'll slot you in. So Finn, what are you gonna do?
Bang.
Oh, okay. Thunderwave. They must make a DC 15 Constitution save. Okay, well, then it's 1, 2, 3 con saves. Oh, that's a success. That's a success. Wow, 3 successes. Holy cow. These tiny little things.
What is it? Half damage on those things?
Yeah. So
I think your performance inspired them.
So 13 points of damage. Half of that is 6. Okay, the good news for you is you did only 6 damage, but that's enough to take them out. So Finn, how does your Thunder Wave kill these guys?
He does not need this to go well. Oh my gosh. So, easy. Do not approach me.
Okay, yeah, they
What's a
just
box?
they just get blown away. So they are dead. Okay, so that's your action. Did you want to take a movement?
Oh, that was a little bit of a movement.
Yeah, you in 5e you can split your move up before and after your action. Some editions you have to take all of your movement, and then if you take an action, your movement ends, but not in 5e. So you've got at least another 25 feet left, I think.
Seeing what he has around him, but Dorzaphir is right there.
Yes.
So it's like, so he's going to go in through this way, and he's starting to line up for another one.
Okay.
Because he figures the other guys are going to handle the things, and he's going to handle this jump change.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Dorzaphir, we are to you.
Dang it, Finn, you blocked my shot. Okay, so because he's right in the way, I'm going to move right here so I can see past him. And I'm going to take my crossbow and I'm going to hit that one.
Okay.
See past me? Bro.
Yeah.
$16. Well, 16 is good enough to hit, and so yeah, 8. Okay, deal 8 damage. Okay.
Sneak attack on that too?
No, because he's actually gone this round. He cast a spell this round. And they knew that there were attackers, and you don't have an ally right next to him. So, yeah.
No, they knew there was a clown nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't see me the first time. That's the only thing I was wondering about, because, I didn't have advantage. Okay, then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and hide.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're hitting L.
All right. Did my 13 still do anything, or is that just irrelevant?
Your 13 stealth, it'll beat the passive of the twig things. It beats the passive of the other guys as well. So yeah.
Okay.
I don't know who you're planning to go after, but
I'm gonna go for this one right here, actually.
okay. Okay. 14. That will hit for 7 points of damage.
And I'll shoot her again. Oh, God.
Okay, 11 will not hit.
And that'll be it for me.
Plus 10 is awesome. Jeez.
Yeah, okay. Abinadom, you are up.
All right, I'm going to cast Fireball right at this one right here.
Okay, and you have that sculpt spell thing, so...
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to come into play because...
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it'll get this one, this one, this one, and this one.
Yep. Okay. So they need to make dex saves, and what is your spell save DC?
15.
15. So 3 for these guys. Oh, that's a failure. That's one pass. Oh, and that's a pass. And then one of the twig blights needs to make... Actually, I'm not even going to bother because their hit points are so low. The twig blight is going to be dead no matter whether he makes it or not. So just don't even worry about him. So then these guys... this one fails. So he'll take all of the 27. Okay. And then, oh, wait, before I do that, he's got a bless, so he gets to roll a d4. And it's 16. Okay, so he passed. So they all pass because of the bless. They all take 13 damage instead. And now the wood in the middle here is starting to burn, along with the carcasses of the deer. In the middle of this area, that's all starting to burn from the fireball going off there. All right, and anything else, Abinadom? Did you want to move, or are you going to stay put?
I'm going to stay put, but I think I'm going to have Bandit. I'm going to move Bandit. Let's see. Bandit's going to come over here and just kind of perch in a tree.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit closer. Maybe like right there.
Okay. So he's up in the canopy of the tree. All right. And Hyza, you are up. You've got 3 nasty looking little wooden things in front of you. Finn killed 3 at one shot, so they can't be all that tough. Okay. Oh. All right. I am going to put this aura on you. And that will okay, now it's 15 feet, so Bandit is up in the tree, so he's more than 15 feet above you, we'll say. So he's not bothered. But Abinadom, just keep in mind, because Hyza doesn't know he's there, you don't want Bandit to fly down, because he'll fly right into it, and then he'll get zapped by...
Okay.
Could I make a perception check to see if I heard Bandit fly over there?
You can. I'll give it to you at disadvantage, because probably a lot of stuff went flying out of the trees when that fireball went off. So,
There. 5. No?
Oh, okay.
Persuasion?
Not persuasion, but perception.
I thought that was perception.
Yeah. Yeah, 10. I don't think you would. The 23, you might have noticed it was him, but
Okay, no worries.
the 10, no. Okay. All
Am
right.
I within her bubble of 15 feet? I think I am.
Yeah, but I would have seen you move past me, so I would probably say that you're in, like, what's it called?
She can
Ignores
specify. Yeah, she can specify people that it will ignore. So, yeah, you're probably good to go. And I'm not going to even bother rolling for these guys because they have such a low hit point total. They're all going to be dead anyway. And so then would you like to move?
Up 30 feet.
Okay, and this affects people as soon as... Does it affect people when they start their turn or as soon as they enter the area?
An affected creature's speed is halved when a creature enters the area for the first time or on a turn and starts there.
Okay, then these guys are all gone too. As soon as that area gets to them, they...
Holy cow, that is a powerful spell for little guys.
Wow, Hyza took them all out with not even touching them.
She's like a bowling ball.
Yeah. So
My little spirits are great with their little stabby little drinking swords. They're fantastic.
Yep. Okay.
Kind of like
so
a
that's
lawnmower.
Action. That's a movement. All right, and then Xanth, the centaur, and Gorrim. Before we get to the top of the round, I'm going to get you in there, and then I'll reset the turn order. So he is. He has 50 feet of movement, which I don't think is close enough to get him where he needs to go. No. But he will... Instead, he will go right there. He will go up right next to Finn and be pulling out his longbow as he does. And then he will take aim at this guy over here, and he will shoot twice with his longbow because he can do that. Okay, and he hits for 9 points of damage. Boom. All right. And with that shot, that guy's bloodied. All right. That's his turn. Now, Gorrim, you are up, sir. Okay, sorry, I can't hear you, Wes, if you're talking.
I wasn't. I was just moving.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And that will take all of his movement, including a dash. But No sense in holding it. Might as well use my action surge. And let's give this punk some battle axe. No, some longsword +1.
Okay, I'm not seeing where your can you ping where you're, because I'm seeing you still. Oh wow. I don't see you there.
That token you got right there, I can't move it. I can't do anything with it.
Okay, and
I had to put another one out.
Okay, but I don't see the one that you put out. So, all right, let me go ahead and I'll get this one off the board. Does everybody else see his token?
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Okay, let me refresh my screen. It could be just that for whatever reason my Roll20 is being stupid. Or either that Wesley found the... No, I still don't see it. Now, it's funny because when I look on my streaming computer that has the player view, I see it there, but I don't see it in the DM. So Finn has figured out, or I'm sorry, not Finn, Gorrim, Wesley has figured out a way to break the game so the DM can't see what you're doing. So,
super invisibility.
Yeah, so yes.
Extra superior invisibility.
Yeah, so go ahead and take your action. You're going to attack, I guess.
Do you see the roll there, 22?
Yes, I did. I saw that. I'm taking
So a lousy 7 points of damage.
Okay. Lousy 7 points of damage. Okay. I will go ahead and update his damage total. And all right, so -7. Okay, and then I will reset the turn order. And there's no twig blights, so I'll just get rid of them. Okay.
Oopsies.
Yep. Gosh darn it, Hyza. Those meddling kids. And then the guy that just got hit by the dwarf, he is going to cast a spell of his own. He is going to do a Thunder Wave. And that is going to be a DC 12 Constitution save, I think.
That dude just stole my thunder. He just stole my thunder.
Okay. All right. I heard somebody making a roll, but I still haven't seen it.
I didn't hear a roll. But...
Oh,
I heard
okay.
the roll.
Yeah. Wes, what did you get on your con save?
Oh, I didn't roll a con save. I hadn't seen the thing post yet.
Oh, that was Wesley typing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me do that. You're right. I didn't click on the thing. There we go. So he does okay, yep. So you only take 1d8 damage, which that is that's going to be just 2 points of damage. And he seems a little bit disappointed that didn't work any better. This guy over here, he looks and he says, "Oh, Oh, you guys have done me a solid.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah, so he is going to go ahead and he is going to fire off a lightning bolt. And that is going to go right at Finn, right at Xanth, and right at Abinadom. And so let me do the... okay.
I gotta check something.
So, and again, that's a DC 12, but it's a Dex save, I think. Yeah, Dex save. DC 12. So it's not the most difficult save in the world.
Also, I've got cutting words here. What's his inspiration? I got
Oh.
Ooh, and the wizard takes a hit.
Epic fail.
I'm dead.
Hold on.
Because shield doesn't help me, right? Because it's a spell. So I'll
Right.
shield.
Okay,
that.
dexterity
You need
save.
absorb elements. What you need is absorb elements.
That's this.
I don't have that.
And now cutting words, which is, his level is 5, I think. And 6 now. We just did 6.
Yeah.
Which it
So
doesn't
cutting words, is that a reaction?
Yeah, it's a reaction.
Okay.
I'm looking up what is his inspiration is 1d6 or 1d4. When does that change over?
It'll be the D6 or D8.
D6 or D8? Bonus action. Okay, because it's the cutting words version of it, it's a D6 reducing the amount of damage taken.
Okay.
Your powers are useless against us.
So it reduces the damage by 1. Okay. Well, you made your save and throw, and then the last save that we need is from the centaur. So he will make a saving throw. Oh, and he fails. So he's going to take full damage from this too. All right, so let's see how bad that damage is. Ooh, 28 points of damage. Okay, so Finn, you would take 14, reduced by 1 is 13. Xanth failed his save. So Xanth is gonna take the full 28. And Abinadom, he takes 28. Ooh, Abinadom is really hurting.
Are you still standing, Abinadom?
Yeah, on 2 toes. Yeah, barely.
27.
I'm probably on my knees right now.
Yeah, Benadom is definitely seeing stars at this point. And yeah, he is definitely seeing stars. Okay. All right. And that's that guy's turn, and then this guy. So that's 2 of them. This other anchorite. He is just going to move. And 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, 25. Okay. He's going to get over here closer to this guy. Is that right? Yeah, that's what he wants to do. Okay. And they don't have, other than spells, they don't have any range attacks in this form, so that's all he can do. Finn, you're up.
Well, for taking advantage of that kind of stuff.
Crown of Madness. Oh, okay. On which guy? The guy that just lightning bolted, or the guy?
The one that's closest, however it works.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Ben steps in a little bit closer here.
DC.
Where am I growing, you fool?
They're 120 feet range.
Yeah, DC 15 is a wisdom save, right? So, what is their wisdom? Their wisdom is
Pretty good.
this. Oh, they. You see this. You see this jagged crown start to form, and then it dissipates, and he just looks at you and he scowls. So you moved, action. Anything else? Bonus action that you have or anything?
No, not really.
Okay. Dorzaphir, you are up.
Yes. Let's see. I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Pull out my crossbow. Fire at this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, it rolled.
Okay. All right, 15. Yes. That is going to hit.
And Gorm's within 5 feet. Yes.
Yes, and Gorrim is within 5 feet. So, yes, you get 17. All right. He's badly wounded. Yeah, Gorrim, I still can't see you, but that's all right. I know you're there because I can see you on the other map.
Bonus action, I want to hide. I done used my movement.
Okay. All right. And then L.
All right. I'm going to move off to the side here. 20, 25. I'm going to take a shot at this guy right here.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that'll hit. 14. It was this guy that you were shooting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he still up?
Yeah, he's not even bloodied yet.
Ooh.
Okay. Now he's bloodied.
All right, I'll action surge and hit him again.
Okay.
God, the rolls.
Okay.
Still up?
And yep.
My God.
Oh my goodness. Okay, how would you like to kill him with your fourth arrow?
Literally just all four straight in the chest. Just one after another. Just waiting for him to fall.
Yep. All right. He is down.
That'll be it for me.
Okay. All right. Abinadom. You smell ozone. Your robes are singed. Your hair. You look like you have a Don King hairdo.
Yeah. Trying to see what I want to do here.
Reminds me of the time when you put your finger on the electrical outlet when you were 17 years old. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to try. All right, so I'm going to move. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, okay, under the trees. And I'm going to... Bandit's going to go... let's see. You go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me do something different here. I thought I had... Oh, dang. That's not as far as I want. I'll just do it. I'm going to do a Ray of Frost at this. I'm just going to do a Ray of Frost at this one right here.
Okay. All right. $18. That'll hit. So, 11 points of damage. That's a pretty good Ray of Frost there. And
Yes.
he is bloodied. So that was a move. That was an action. Do you have a bonus action?
No, I was thinking about using Bandit, but I'm not going to use him. So
Okay.
yeah, we're good.
All right. Hyza, you are up. Healing word. Okay.
Only past that 3rd level.
Okay. And you're attempting to get it on Abinadom, I take it?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and at 3rd level, so you roll 3d4 and then add your spellcasting modifier. So I'll let you go ahead and roll the 3d4. Okay, so that's 9. And then what's your spellcasting modifier for Hyza?
4.
Okay, so 9 and 4, 13. So Abinadom, you get 13 points of damage, or 13 points of healing. And Hyza, how does your healing word look? I mean, is there any visual effect with that, or does Abinadom hear anything when that happens, or...
Little swirls of like white energy would appear from the ground, like swirling up against his feet, and then just disappearing when it hits their knees.
Okay.
And I take a deep breath. Thank you.
And somehow you know that...
Somehow I know that...
You cut out. DM has gone silent.
Oh, right.
Oh.
You went silent there for a while.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Healing word is a 1st level spell, right? So, yeah. So, okay. So you have you can attack with a weapon, but you cannot attack with another spell because even though that was a bonus action, it's a 1st level spell. And the 5e rules are kind of weird. It'll only let you use a cantrip as a bonus and then use a spell as a full action.
Oh no, I was going to attack with my quarterstaff anyhow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh yeah, that'll hit. 8 points of damage. Whap! Ow! Hey, that hurts.
Nice shrug.
Okay. And then Xanth.
That's my turn.
Okay. Xanth. Oh, he's mad about that. He's mad about that guy. So he is going to use... He's going to lower his pike. And he's going to use a centaur ability, which is he's going to charge. And he's actually going to miss with that. But he charges at this guy.
See, I keep telling him he should let Gorrim ride him, and we would be awesome together.
And he tries to attack. I think at the last second he sees Hyza there. Oh, and then what is the spell save on your spirit guardians? Because he just ran right into that. Oh, and that's 15. The other thing. And this other guy has to make, it's a 15, so they both have to make
wisdom
saves.
And isn't it on their turn?
No, it's when they enter the area. So,
but I thought you saw him before.
No. I'm talking about the centaur. But then I never rolled that save for the anchorite. So he failed his save. So you. Oh, okay. Well, Hyza, did you see Xanth? Would you have exempted him?
He would have been behind me, but I wouldn't expect him to be charging, so probably not.
Okay.
I would have put Gorrim in it as well as Dorzaphir and Finn.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. So what's your damage on your spiritual guardians? Because you can roll full damage, and this guy you're fighting will take the full damage. Now let's see if the centaur will take full damage.
Do I have to roll it again, or just use the same one as last time?
No, it's a different instance of damage, so you roll it again. And he will fail, so they will both take the full damage.
And now it randomly did it that time, but...
Yeah, so 3d8, 10. All right, so this guy, he's still up. And the centaur, he's still up, although they are both very bloodied at this point. All right. And finally, Gorrim.
I get 2 attacks now, so can I get an extra swing this round since I didn't take it last time?
Yeah, if you need it, you can, sure. That'll hit. Okay,
Just a 15.
Yep, that will do it. So how do you kill him?
Cut off his head. Let's make it easy.
Okay, all right. So now you have your move, and there's that one guy. Oh yeah, you can get to him.
For 17 hits him, 10 points of damage.
Okay. That will do it. Cut his head off, I guess.
Through the chest.
Through the chest.
Drop
okay.
him at Hyza's feet. Drop him at Hyza's feet.
Okay. You do that, and then.
And he looks at the centaur and says, "This one's for you, bud."
And then I am going to need. I'm going to click where I think you are, Gorrim. I'm going to need Gorrim, and I'm going to need Xanth, and I am going to need Hyza, and I'm going to need Finn to all make dexterity saves for me as the ground begins to shake violently under your feet as the last of these guys fall. So Gorrim, that's a failure. Hyza, that's a failure. Centaur.
Good God.
Dexterity save. Centaur fails. Finn, you pass. And what happens is right in front of Finn, the this pile of kindling, it just explodes in splinters of wood, splinters of flaming wood, viscera from the sacrificed corpses, and as simultaneously two things happen. One is a bolt of lightning from the storm above strikes into this pyre, and at the same time something erupts from the ground below. And what erupts from the ground below is an enormous boar that is trailing wisps of lightning off of its four tusks.
What the heck is that?
And
What did you just release?
And its eyes are glowing like roiling storm clouds. And then let's see. It is going to enter the fray. Oh, whoops. It is going to enter the fray, and it will have an 11, and I don't think that is... Oh, no, it is. I'm quite sure it's not as high as... Yep. So it's 11.11. But we'll do that just to make sure it falls in line after L. And it lets out this bellow. And this bellow seems to echo through the woods. It echoes off the stones, and it even seems to echo off of the storm clouds above. And we are at the top of a round. So, but before you guys go, anybody that wants to can make a I guess either a religion or a arcana check to see what this is all about.
Sheet. Oh, Abs has got this one. It's a pig.
It's a big pig. Yeah, Hyza. Hyza, you have heard about spirits that are tied to certain rituals for the Stormlord, for Talos, the Stormlord, but you're not exactly familiar with this one. Abinadom, for whatever reason, you found in Magic College, you found this particular course fascinating. You'll remember stories tied to Talos of a creature or a spirit called a primal nature spirit called Gorthok the Thunderboar. And this thing attacks with both its tusks and its hooves, and it also is able to shoot bolts of lightning out of its eyes.
Lovely.
And so it's and it is an aspect of it's an aspect of one of Talos's lesser lesser demigods. So it's not a true aspect of Talos, but it is a divine aspect of a nature spirit that is typically bent on destroying whatever is in its path, which happens to be you guys.
We had arcane debates against another college that this was their mascot. So that's
yes. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. And the anchorites are all gone, so I'm going to move them off of the board. And Finn.
If we failed to save, do we fall prone?
Oh, yeah. If you failed to save, you are prone. Sorry about that. Thank you for reminding me. So I'm just going to put that on the centaur and on her, and then I can't put it on Gorrim because I can't
It's
see
already
Gorrim.
on Gorrim.
Okay, all right. So Finn, you managed to keep your feet. This big ass pig is in front of you, looking very menacing. What would you like to do?
Am I considered next to that guy?
Let's see. Does he have reach? Oh, yes, he has reach.
Okay.
So
well,
if
I don't
you
know what the effects of this is in this case, then. I'm not used to this. Here's what I want to do.
Dispel magic. Creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of third level. Okay. All right. You cast that, and nothing happens.
Uh-oh.
Okay. You are kind of on the right track, but I don't think you guys are quite high enough level.
Can he roll for that though?
No, because it's any spell of third level or lower on the target ends, and then for each spell of fourth level or higher, you make an ability check. This is not a spell. This is, in essence, a summoned creature. So what he would want if he were high enough level to do it is he would want banishment, which would send this thing out of the plane for a minute, except in the case that it's something that was gated in from a foreign plane. It would then send it back, and it would have to roll to see if it came back or if it was stuck back on its home plane. So banishment is what you want for summoned creatures. If somebody had taken a boar and cast a spell on it to make it a big, huge boar, then Dispel Magic would work to possibly remove the enlarged spell or whatever it was.
Okay, so I'm going to have to do my next thing next round, if there is a next round. In order to do that, I'm going to have to take the hits.
Okay.
He's going to be like here for this.
Yeah, it's going to lash out with, and it only gets one attack, so it's going to lash out with its tusks, and it's going to try to hit you with a lightning tusk. AC 13
equals the armor class.
Okay, so that's a hit. So you'll take 8 slashing and 9 lightning damage.
Yeah.
So a total of 17 points of damage.
I'm okay.
All right. And so you moved, did your action.
Actually, after that one, I'm encouraged to move a little bit further. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. On second thought, we're going to move back a little further. Dorzaphir.
Yes.
So, what would you like to do now that you see this big, huge thing?
It can't see me, right?
What is its passive perception? It is an otherworldly creature. Well, it seemed to be pretty focused on Finn, so it's not looking in your direction at the moment.
Good.
And you had hidden, so yes.
Let's see. Let's do one that does the most damage. Fireboat's 2d10, and crossbow is 1d8 plus 3. Let's do a firebolt that.
Okay. So attack roll. Well, all right. We're gonna do this. We're gonna say because you had such a great roll on your hide, you're essentially invisible. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you advantage on that. So go ahead and roll.
Ooh, not with that.
And yeah, that's not. Neither one is gonna be good enough to hit.
And with my bonus action, I am moving first. So I'm going to move 5, 10 on the back side of this stone where I can see it, and it can't see me. And then I'm going to hide.
Okay. All right. So you are hidden.
That's all I can do, Finn.
All right. L.
Well, one trick pony time.
25 there, DM.
Okay, all right. 17. 17 will hit for 12 points of damage. Now let's just see what... Oh, okay. You hit him, and it deals damage, but it doesn't deal as much damage as you think it would. Your bow is not magical, is it?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. So each of those shots actually does half damage.
Okay.
Okay, so -3 for that second one. Okay, so you hit it twice and you're like, I thought I was a better shot than that. Just seems to not be as affected. But of course, this is a huge thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Gorthok the Thunderboar. Well, the Thunderboar is going to turn and is going to look at the closest thing it can see, which is the centaur. Actually, there's two things that are the closest, but he's going to go after the centaur first. The centaur is on the ground, so he gets advantage on his melee attacks. So he's going to attack him with his lightning tusks, just kind of rooting around like a boar would after this guy on the ground. So let's see what 23 and 15. Okay, so Xanth takes 13 points of damage and quits moving. And then after that, it turns its beady eyes on Gorrim, and it attacks Gorrim with its hooves. And Gorrim is prone, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So 13 and 4, that's 17 points of damage total. 13 bludgeoning and 4 thunder damage. So if you can mitigate any of that.
What is his to hit?
Sorry?
Isn't he rolling it to hit?
Yeah. The 24 was his to hit.
Sorry, my son hit my computer and it turned off, so I'm having to restart it.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. The armor class it hit was a 24, and I believe that. And while you're doing that, everybody, I am going to quit and relaunch my Roll20. So maybe I will see Gorrim's token after that. And
Should we just take a break while you're restarting all that?
We're almost at halfway, so yeah, we probably could. Do you guys want to do that? I didn't want to do that in the middle of a fight unless you guys are ready for a break. And no, I still don't see Gorrim. For crying out loud. Okay. Well,
Can you see me in the turn order?
I can see you in the turn order. Yeah, and that's the weird thing is you're on the turn order, but for whatever reason you just do not appear on my map. I've never seen that happen before, and the only thing I wonder is if maybe because I already had a Gorrim token out there, and
It's the only thing I can think of.
yeah. And even after I remove the other Gorrim token, I still don't see you on this machine. Okay, well, my Roll20 is relaunched, but do we want to take a break now? I'm going to leave it to you guys. Tell me yay or nay.
I'm okay with whatever you guys decide.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so I guess we'll keep going. That was his turn. And you got that damage, Gorrim?
Loading in now.
Oh, okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. So that was 17 points total. And that's really all he can do this round. He gets 2 attacks. Abinadom.
Yeah, question. If with the spell haste, if I cast it on myself, I can't take that second action until my next turn, right? Or does it give me an immediate second action that same turn?
Let me double check. I think you are correct, but I just want to double check. Until the Sonic games.
It's not really clear in the wording. But I'm casting,
Well, okay,
but I'm using my... Go ahead.
Yeah, that action can only be used to take the attack, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object. So what I'm going to rule is that yes, you can, but you are not going to be able to use that extra action to cast another spell.
Oh, yeah.
It has to be one of those.
Yeah, I knew that rule. I get the question is if I were to cast it on, like, say I take my turn and I cast it on myself now, can I take another attack action this turn?
Yeah.
Okay, and then my next turn I could do a spell and an attack or 2 attacks.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And it has to be a weapon attack. So
Yes. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So I'm going to cast haste on myself.
Okay. And you get the +2 bonus to AC. So
and advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yeah. So your AC is currently 17?
It is.
Or maybe that's.
I've got
17
mage,
with your shield. Or with your mage armor.
Yeah, which I cast at the beginning of the day. So.
Right.
Yeah. And
so then with the +2, it would be 19, I think.
Yes.
So you guys have a wizard with a 19 armor class. That's pretty good.
And then I'm going to use my action to shoot it with my longbow.
Okay. Ooh, 14. Okay, it hits him on his big hairy rump and bounces off.
Lovely. Nice. And then I'm going to, for Bandit's turn, Bandit is going to, because I think I've got, let's see.
I think I saw you measuring out. Yeah, 35, 40 feet of movement.
So 40. So he's going to go 40, distract him, and then go 5, 10, 15, 20. Go right there. I guess that's as far as he can go.
All right.
So he's doing his help action. He's just going to distract him.
Yeah, so this guy, what am I going to put on there to show that he is distracted? Okay, he's paying attention to something other than a battle.
Actually, that would have given me advantage, right?
Well, not in the order that you did it.
Yeah. Okay.
So if you think about it, next time you want Bandit to give because now what it will do is it will help the next person.
Gotcha.
Give the next person advantage, which is going to be Hyza. Hyza, you're prone, so you can spend half your movement to get up, and that should give you 15 feet of movement, which should be enough to get over there and engage with that guy if you want to, or to run away.
Well, it would have needed to make a saving throw on its turn for the.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Let's do this. Let's give it its save. It's what, a wisdom save? And it's a DC 15. Oh, it failed. So, yeah, so it takes 14, and that is magical damage. So it takes all of that. All right. So now you can then, inflict wounds.
And that did not do it right again.
Okay. So go ahead and just make what is your spell attack bonus?
7.
So roll a d20 plus 7. Oh. Yeah, okay. That's going to miss.
I wouldn't have advantage, right?
Yes, you would. So go ahead and roll that again. That will hit. So now that was a. You're using that as a first level slot? Okay, so yes. 15 points of damage. Nice. And again, it takes. Let's see. Let's just make sure That's necrotic damage. Yep, can't do anything about necrotic damage. So yeah, it is. Hey, Hyza, you actually bloodied it.
What? Yay!
So my
bloody
my
the
screw up,
boar.
my screw up on advantage paid off.
Yes, it
Bandit.
did. It
Worked. It worked in my favor.
It's
it
just
helped the
good karma.
team.
It's just good karma coming back to me for healing one of my allies. Come on.
Yes, awesome. Thank you. We might just do it
Okay.
again.
Xanth. Xanth is going to roll a death save. And that's one success. So we will give him a nice little, and we will give him one positive on the death save. And then I'm going to just take that X off of him. Okay. And that's all he can do. And Gorrim, you can remove the...
Gorm will stand up and look at this thing. If you battle, come to me, piggy. And he'll give him the old whack whack.
And with the +1, and both of those will hit. And you'll get full damage with those
21?
because, yep, full damage with those because it's a magical weapon.
21 points total unless it's part dragon, in which case it would take 19 more.
No, sadly, it's not part dragon. It's all Telosian. Finn. This thing seems hurt pretty bad.
Yeah, and I hate to pull my ace out because the ace is going to drive you crazy.
Uh-oh.
But actually, I think we have to do this anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to do this one. You're probably going to have to do this at some point anyway, although you've had a somewhat difficult night already today.
You gonna blind him with your mirrors?
Nope. This is going to be difficult this is going to be just a pain in the ass for the GM, but this is something that... Hello, my name is Finn, Finn, and I would like to perform a debut for you tonight. A special song I saved for a night just like this one. It's called Drive the GM Crazy. And along with that song, there's a question. Who wants to walk with the Finster?
Dorzaphir sitting behind the rock with his
goodness.
face in his palm.
Conjure animals. Okay. All right. So
The idea is swarm. That's the idea I had when I thought this was going to be a bigger deal. So it would have been all of the little things. But since since we're a lot closer to the end of this thing than that, you could just do the two. You could just do the two dire wolves, and we'll put Lawrence and Holo out there. Because this is my idea for the dragon, to swarm the dragon when he's on the ground if he gets on the ground.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. You can call them dire wolves, and I will even make their label say dire wolves, but I don't have tokens for wolves in this adventure. I do have tokens for boars, so I will just rename these. Okay, dire wolf. And then let me see. Does this?
Well, if you're gonna do that, then just make the whole swarm. Just make the whole swarm of the 8 or whatever it is. Of the little creatures. By copying that guy over, right?
Yeah, it's easy enough to do either one.
8 beasts with the challenge rating 1/4 or lower. So that's the idea of the swarm.
Yeah. Okay, let me.
The dire wolves would be far more effective.
Yeah, I'm thinking the dire wolves would be too. Let me
On the
go
attack.
Dire wolf.
On the attack, but this is just a smoke screen designed to lock the board down, while all of the range casters that we have do finish the job. That's the idea for the dragon. Smoke and mirrors.
Okay, and actually, yes, I think you would want the dire wolf anyway, just because it's got both a better armor class and it's got obviously it's tougher.
Yeah, it's got those attributes.
And
Pack
it's got
tactics.
the pack tactics, yes.
Yeah, for this particular case, right?
Yeah,
the pack
so-
tactics, what I was thinking. That's why I was thinking maybe 2, because they actually have an offensive thing
Well-
in this fight that they wouldn't have for the dragon fight.
But also, it's not just another dire wolf. It's any of the dire wolf's allies, which includes all the party members. So
For pack
they
tactics,
yeah, from pack tactics. So I guess, are you just gonna summon them right on him, like right here?
We'll put Lawrence and Holo there.
Okay, so then I'll just let them attack on your turn. If you want to roll it, their attack is a bite. It's a D20 plus 5. So you can
D20
roll-
plus 5, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, and actually, I'll put them right next to each other, so they both get advantage.
And then you got to do it twice to make advantage.
Right.
Well, you only got to do that one once to make advantage. That's one hit.
Yep. And so then you can roll the other one.
Huh?
They will both hit. So you can roll that second one again just to see if it's also a nat 20. Nope, it's not. All right, so now for that nat 20, just roll 2d6 plus 3. And we will add 12 to that total. So 2d6 plus 3 is 8. 12 more is 20. All right, from that first bite, how do you want to kill this boar?
Who wants to walk with the fenster? Boom! Two wolves are like jumping at him. One gouges out his throat.
All right. Oh,
it doesn't work.
well, no, he's right. He's right. It's
One
not
nips his
magical.
throat.
So
One also nips him.
okay, he's not quite dead. The other one, go ahead and roll 2d6 plus 3 damage for the other one. Let's see. Eight. So, okay. He had 4 hit points left. 8 is 4 hit points when it's halved. So yeah, he bites his throat out. They take 2 bites, and together they bite its throat out.
Lawrence and Holo working together. That's the way.
They both look like they want to lunge in to keep biting at this thing, and even as they do, it begins to just turn into this roiling cloud and get shot back up into the sky into the storm clouds that are there. It completely disappears. And then there is a peal of what all of you think is the most angry sounding peal of thunder any of you have ever heard. And just a series of lightning bolts just shoot down. They hit the tops of these stones. They fire into the ground. And I need everybody on the battle map to make a dexterity save for me. Ooh.
Nat 20.
Okay. All right. So, these lightning bolts, they look small, but there's a whole lot of them. So, Gorrim is the only one who actually failed. Gorrim, you'll take 6 points of electrical damage. Everybody else will take 3.
Wanted to finish this campaign without any damage.
Yeah, and then as those after that angry rain of lightning happens, you see that the storm clouds are beginning to dissipate and go off, but off in the distance you can still hear angry thunder rolling across the skies, almost as if perhaps the god of storms has taken notice of you and may not be pleased with you.
Well, we didn't summon the freaking thing.
Yeah, but you kept it from doing what he wanted it to do.
However, Gorrim is extremely pleased with himself for having slain.
Yeah.
$20 bets Gorham's over there dancing in the blood.
Well, he can dance in the blood of the cultists, but there really isn't any blood of that thing because it was a spirit. Okay, well, we will go ahead and take our break then. It's 49 after, so let's go ahead and just break until the top of the hour. And then we will come back and figure out what there is to figure out next. All right, I'm going to put on the music.
Y'all don't forget to check out the general chat. They started moving my house back in Wednesday. Posted the video that I posted on Facebook when they started moving the house in. Did you hear that, what I said earlier?
I'm happy to see that the house is actually coming together now and in the right spots. Progress.
Yeah, it's been progress after almost a whole year of being not at my house, and everything's there, so they should be back either Saturday, well, maybe tomorrow. I'm going by the house tomorrow, but either tomorrow, Saturday, or Monday, they're going to try to get it put together in the end.
I hope it's sooner than later.
Me and you both, but still, it'll be about a week or two before I can move back in. I still have to call the local codes department. They have to come out and inspect it and a bunch of crap.
It's a long process, sadly.
Not too long down here. I mean, I can have the building inspected within 1 to 2 days. I can have the electrical codes out in probably 1 to 3 days, business days. So it's not too bad. Just it's just tedious and boring. But I have a lot of work to do inside before I move in anyways. I've got to put furniture in. I've got to put my furniture together. I have a bunch of IKEA furniture, so I got to do some assembly, and it'll be all right.
Hopefully it goes fast and easy. That's all we can always hope for.
If I'm in before May, I'd be happy. We've got 2 weeks. If I can be in before then, I'd be all right. So, but it might be the first or second week of May before I'm actually moving back into the house. So it's not too bad.
Thanks.
All right, everybody. Well, that didn't work either. Very strange. Okay. So, still have the mystery of the missing dwarf. So, all right. We will just go back to the map. And yes, with the Thunderboar vanquished and the cultists dead, everything falls quiet as the storm dissipates and starts to roil away. So what would you guys like to do?
Is our centaur buddy up, or is he still down making death saving throw?
Oh, yeah, he's going to have to make another death save.
I take my potion of healing. Wait a minute. I take my potion of healing, I go over and I pour it in his mouth.
Oh,
Not my greater healing. Not my greater healing, just my potion of healing.
Okay. And then that's... Go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 2 since it's your potion.
Roll it for me. I'm indisposed at the moment.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So that'll be 2d4 plus 2. Okay, he gets 7 hit points back. That's better than nothing. And
That, and I didn't want Hyza to use her spell slots. Just hold on. In character, I'd be like, Hyza, don't
It's a
worry about
cantrip.
it. I understand, but I've got him.
And he will groggily get up and go, "Oh, that was horrible. Is it gone? Did we win?"
Yeah, while you were laying down taking a nap, we won.
Oh, well, and he looks at the center of this hilltop, and of course, there's still the fragments of that, big bonfire-like setup that are there. Whoever's snacking, can you turn off your mic while you're eating? Please. That's all splintered and charred, and the ground, it looks like something has erupted out of it. It's like probably a little shallow type of thing, but the soil is all disturbed where that boar appeared. So, all right.
Abinadom came over to this southeast and looking at what this is. I don't know if it's an entrance to something or is that just stonework?
Ah, yes. That is an entrance to some.
Hello?
You said it's an entrance to some.
Yeah, and then you dropped off.
This light's not going right now.
His internet must be wonky tonight.
Okay.
Oh,
Can you hear me again?
You're back.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with that. My laptop just decided to lose its connection to the Wi-Fi. Router is fine, but...
So we heard you say that it appears to be an entrance.
Yes, it appears to be an entrance, and everybody else can go ahead and make a perception check if they would like to.
It's a halfway decent whistle.
Oh,
Well, Abinadom, you don't need to. Because you
gotcha. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to say between Abinadom and El and Hyza, you guys do see, and I'm going to drag you all over the map for just a moment. You see over here where Abinadom is, you see what looks like an entrance to the side of the hill, but then also way up here, you see another one, and then over here, you see a third one. So 2 up on the north side and 1 there on the south side. And they all look nearly identical.
Is there anything I can determine I mean, I'm not a stone person or a cave person, but is there anything I can determine what this might be?
Let me see. There is it's a carved stone post and lintel structure, and that goes into the side of the hill like a cave mouth, and carved into the lintel above the mouth of this cave is a pictograph depicting 3 stick figure humanoids being struck by lightning.
I know how that feels. Shall we see what's in here?
Sure.
Did you guys find those bodies of those druids? Did you find anything interesting? As I yell back to them.
Finn is looking at himself in the mirror.
Okay. Then. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, I see. That's where it is. Okay, let me go back to the map here, and we actually get to reveal part of this, another part of this map. And I will just move us all over here to see this. Okay, so this is the cave where you are, Abinadom. And as you look in, there's a little entrance there, and you see an entryway situated in the middle of an intersection facing the cave mouth. There is a skull of a boar resting atop a pile of humanoid and animal bones.
Okay. I'm going to take some time and just detect. Let's see. Wait a second. Oh, yeah. Detect magic.
Okay. You're going to use
see if there's. Yeah, it's a ritual. So I'm just going to take the extra time to prepare it.
Okay. So he's going to be there doing that for 10 minutes. Does everybody want to wait 10 minutes for him to do that, or are people going to just go in and start exploring?
Is everyone even with me? I don't know if anyone's even with me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on.
I think everyone's ignoring me. So I'm just
beside you.
Okay. And while he's doing that, is anybody checking out the other ones since you know they are there, or are you going to wait to find out what we find out about this one first?
Ruh-roh, Raggy. We going to split the party up?
Because I see Abinadom, El, and Dorzaphir and Hyza in the area. Of course, I can't see where
No, my
Gorrim is,
screen is
he'll
kind
have
of
to
giving me
tell.
problems.
And Finn, I still see you in the middle of the... Okay, I see you pinging, Wes.
Okay, that's down there.
That was me
Gorm's
pinging
taking a
this
rest.
token.
Oh,
Gorm's taking
okay,
a
okay.
rest.
Okay, that's fine. All right, so yeah, that's the entrance, and then over here on the little inset map, Finn, is the actual map of the cave. So if nobody else is doing anything, we'll just say the 10 minutes goes by, and you don't detect anything magical. here.
Okay.
But your spell will last for a period of time, right?
Dude, how's my hair?
Yeah, it's 10 minutes.
Okay. So, what are you going to do now that you have that? Tell people what you found or didn't find, or what's going on?
Yeah, so, I tried to detect magic, and I'm not detecting any magic at the moment.
Okay.
And you've revealed the whole map. So, I mean, do I see?
Well, you
this?
you can't see
Okay.
everything. It's just I didn't want to take the time to do that because.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stand outside. I'll just stand outside this cave entrance, and I'm gonna look through Bandit's eyes as he goes in to kind of scout out the area.
Okay, all right. Down here, you see a crude gate, lashed with ropes, and behind the gate, you see what looks like a standard, ordinary boar. The boar doesn't look particularly aggressive. It looks almost like a pet. And it kind of looks curiously at the owl. It doesn't seem to be aggressive towards the owl. But it's just kind of looking like, okay, that's different.
Okay.
What is that?
And I'll take the owl and go down this way and take a look.
Okay. In this little niche there, you see another tiny little cell lashed shut with rope. There is actually no, it's not lashed shut. It's actually hanging open, and there is some blood on the ground. Not really fresh blood, but reasonably fresh blood. It's kind of damp, and it looks like maybe some kind of a medium or large animal was slaughtered here. So maybe that was where one of the deer was.
Okay.
Maybe that's like a place where they hold people or animals they're going to sacrifice. All right. So then going over here in this bigger area, back here, what you guys see, there's a bedroll, and some crude blankets. There's some niches in the wall that seem to hold some clay dishware, wooden utensils, a few gathered berries, bundled herbs, and some creepy totems. And that's pretty much all you see.
Okay, and then what do I see here?
Okay, there you see he notices that, and I'm gonna have to go to a different level here. He notices that there is actually a trap door there on the ceiling. Looks like it leads up. Like maybe it leads up to the hillside.
Oh, okay. And what? And okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and then that's just like a crude gate.
Okay.
That's open.
All right. I'm just going to relay to everyone what I've seen. It appears like maybe it's living quarters for one of those freaks we just killed. But this boar is kind of interesting based upon what we've seen with those shapeshifters. I don't know. What do you think? doesn't appear to be any traps except for a trap door that leads up.
I think we should rest and spend hit dice.
I'll go deeper.
Don't we have several people injured?
Yeah, I am. But I don't see any emerging threats in this location.
Hey, you want to know if it's a shapeshifter?
I'm going to go in.
Somebody just throw something that only a boar would eat. And do I know what a boar would eat?
Boars are herbivores usually, I think. Or are they omnivores?
They're omnivores.
They're omnivores.
Omnivores. Okay. So, yeah, they're omnivores. So they basically eat anything that they thought was food. That is Dorzaphir, you're going in. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Going over there. Yep. You get there. You see plainly it's a trap door.
Does it lead up or down?
Leads up.
I popped the trap door.
Were you not listening to what I said?
Somewhat.
Pop the trap door, and there is a crude ladder that climbs up about 15 feet, and there's another trap door at the top of that. And you can see leaking around the edge of that trap door, you can see what looks like daylight filtering in.
So it leads up to where we was. So I come out the trap door.
Okay, you come out the trap door, and Hyza, you hear a sound behind you. You hear a sound behind you, and a trap door opens, and Dorzaphir comes out.
She'll shift here and quickly dart her eyes that way and see it's only Dorzaphir and instantly relax a little bit.
Yeah. So chances are if there's one here, maybe there's one that leads to the other two, or maybe this is the only one.
I want to look for the other ones.
Okay. Kind of go over in that area. Give me just a perception check or investigation if your investigation is better, because you kind of know what you're looking for, but you don't know exactly where it is.
Ooh.
Okay. Actually, the two of you working together, that's good enough. That's good enough to tell what it is. You see one here in this area.
I feel adventurous today.
Yeah, okay. So you start fiddling around with it, and you realize, oh, okay, this is how it works. And you're able to take like a dagger blade and lift up an edge of it. And what you see that you are here when you go down. And oops, okay. Go ahead and move off of that. Yeah, thank you.
And are you in pitch black, Dorzaphir?
I have the owl goggles.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, so again, that just looks like a little entryway. You go in there, and you wind around through that tunnel, and you find you find a it goes into a room that looks very similar to the one that was in the other area.
These were sleeping quarters.
Yes.
So there ain't really nothing in here. Unless I get poke around for a minute.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Not with that. That ain't gonna cut it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you don't notice anything there. Okay.
I guess I'll just walk out.
Okay. Yeah, and when you get over here, you as you pass by this way and you look down, yeah, you see there's a boar there, and when it sees you walk by, it steps up to this gate, but it's not stepping up like it's not like coming up aggressively. It's like stepping up, and you can sort of tell its little tail is wagging.
I walk up and I can see if I can reach in and pet the boar.
You walk up, and yeah, it's a crudely made gate, so the bars aren't terribly close together. You can stick your hand in there. It'll like snuffle at your hand, and it's got that wet nose that it just snuffles at your hand like a dog, and then it kind of licks your fingers, and it kind of groans. It's not a growl; it's more of a groan, kind of like maybe a dog would be like, "Hey, you got anything to feed me?"
That's actually what Finn is doing on the other side.
Oh, okay. So he's trying to feed the boar.
Yeah, if he's got apples, he'll do. He's not as close as Dorzaphir got, but he's passing apples and nuts, whatever he's got in his rations bag there.
Oh yeah. It went. I'm sorry, Finn. I was dealing with.
No, he's fine. It's all good.
When it notices you, it has the same kind of reaction. Its tail wags and it moves up towards the bar. And then definitely if you toss or drop an apple or nuts or something over the gate, it will hungrily scarf those up and then look at you like, "Oh, you got more?"
So I feed mine a little bit, then I open the gate and see if it'll follow me.
You open the gate, and it does this thing like where it looks at you and it looks at the hallway, it looks at you, it looks at the hallway, it looks at you, it looks at the hallway, and then it just kind of darts between your legs and runs out, and then runs off into the woods.
No, let it free.
Yeah.
Hyza sitting there at the entrance. I wonder what she's thinking. Like,
okay, this boar is running down. Oh, do you still have your spirit guardians? Would be down by now, wouldn't they?
Yeah, by down.
Okay.
I put them down whenever I want to try and help Xanath, but
okay. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot to take it out. It runs, and as it sees you, it clearly skirts around you, and it just runs off into the woods and disappears.
She'll move out of the way for the boar anyway. Just watching it dart past her.
Yeah, it clearly doesn't make any aggressive moves towards you.
I'm certain while they're all doing that, I'm certain.
Okay, go ahead and give me a perception check, if you will.
Rolling bad tonight.
Yeah, you don't notice anything. All right. So then there's a third one. Is anybody going to go check out that third one?
I will, if no one else is going to.
Okay.
I was waiting for Dorzaphir to get out so we can go to the third one.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Then let's see. We will.
That was the one we were at, Hyza.
I know.
Yeah. So you guys will go on in, and as you do, I know that you will eventually find this. So I'll go ahead and move that to the map layer for you. Once again, same kind of layout. And yes, all three of these in this little cell over here, the little like holding pen, it's clear that something was killed recently, and a lot of its blood is there in the dirt. Okay, and Abinadom, and you're gonna search around in this room.
I'll search here.
Hey, there we go. All right. So Abinadom, as you're looking around, it has the same kind of look and feel as the other ones, but as you're walking over, you notice like right here in this square right here, and I'll actually go ahead and I'll mark it for you because I'll mark it for you with this. This square here. There's actually, you notice that there's a wooden plank that's been covered over with a light covering of dirt. And it's not visible, but when you step on it, it sounds hollow. And you scrape it with your foot, and you can tell, oh, that's wood. That's not dirt. And it's a little 5x5, covering there. And that.
I'll use my dagger and try to jimmy it loose and see if I can pop it up.
You pop it out. And what you find is there's a small pouch that has that when you touch it, it feels like it has a vial in it.
Okay, I'll go ahead and pull the vial out and see if I can tell what it's full of.
Yeah, I want to say that immediately when you pull it out, your detect magic is still going, and it glows, so it's clearly a magical potion. And now let's see, what is this? Uh, 5E. It's a syrupy liquid that looks like liquefied iron.
Okay. Is there any kind of check I can do to see if I can tell what it is, or
you have detect magic going, right?
Yes.
Let me just double check. I think it's identify that gives you what it actually is, but let me just.
It says a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that magic, and you learn magic if any. All I learn is magic if
any. School of Magic. Okay.
And it's blocked. This detect magic is only blocked by 3 feet of. It has to be 3 feet of wood, otherwise I'll detect magic.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Then, yeah, in the first place you didn't see anything.
Okay.
So there's this doesn't. That's weird. It doesn't have the. It doesn't have the. Doesn't have a school of magic associated with it.
Okay. Well, I mean, we should be able to identify it after our next short.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So then there was one that you didn't go into. So yeah, you would have noticed when you walked into this chamber there was something glowing on the floor, or underneath the floor, and that's probably what helped you with your perception check.
Let's see. So I'm going to show Dorzaphir what I found, and asked if he searched the other one.
Didn't find anything.
Okay. I'm going to run over there while I still have my detect. If I can find anything before I run out of detect magic, or I can cast it again in another 10 minutes and have it going.
Okay. I'll say that you can do all of this in 10 minutes. This hill is not very big, and these areas are pretty small.
All right.
So yeah, you go over, come in here, and sure enough, you see in this little square here, you see something glowing, and we'll take that. And you open it up, and underneath there, you see a like a bear pelt that is wrapped around something, and you can see a little corner of metal poking out from the bear pelt, and that metal is what's glowing.
And do I learn a school of magic from that metal?
Let's see. I don't think so.
I'll lay the pelt down and just slowly. I'm not going to touch the metal. Unwrap their pelt to see what it is.
Pull that off. It is a shield that is glowing.
Sweet. Okay, I'll go ahead and I'll pick it up.
Okay, you pick it up, and it looks like a magic shield.
All right, and I'll exit the room.
Okay,
and join up with the rest.
All right. So you guys have a potion, and you have a magic shield, and then somebody I know would eventually do this, so I'm just going to put it on here. This is where the other trapdoor comes out. All right.
So I show the guys what I found. Yeah, I found this potion, and I found this shield. It's a magic shield, but I'm not sure what kind of magic it is. Does anyone want a shield?
No use to me.
Doesn't work for me.
And I'm
Hyza will appear at the shield, wanting to know what it was. Hearing the word shield intrigued her.
Yeah, it's a magical shield.
Yeah, it appears to be magical, but it's going to take us some time to figure out what kind of magic it is. So we'll have to take a short rest, figure it out.
Okay. And then he also found I guess you tell him that you found a potion. Oh, yeah, you told him.
Yeah, I told him. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Finn, before I forget about it, did you keep your dire wolves around, or did you let them dissipate?
Oh, he just lets them dissipate.
Okay. All right.
And eventually lets the boar out.
Okay. So
I
yeah.
think we all let the boars out because poor boars.
Who let the boars out?
Who?
Okay. All right. So the boars are all off in the woods frolicking, and after enjoying some sweet treats.
I'm all about the love, baby.
All right. Well, everything has fallen quiet, and Xanth says, "Oh, thank you, my friends. I wish I had treasure to give you, but all I have to offer you is my thanks. I believe maybe the terror of this cult has passed. The orcs do not seem to be around anymore. Perhaps they were as frightened of the power of these cultists as we were.
Glad to help.
I believe that after I have rested, I shall go to Phandalin myself, and I shall begin the search to see if any of my kindred survived the attack. And if we can bring some numbers, we will come back and try to scour the taint from this ground and reclaim it for our home.
Well, it might be a good time for us all to take a little rest.
Yeah, so you guys can either make your camp here in the middle of the standing stones, or you can go into the woods or wherever you would want to do that. If you're thinking of a long rest, or are you just thinking of a short rest before you head?
I was thinking of a short rest, but I don't know.
What time is it?
It took you maybe. It was kind of afternoon when you guys got here after going through the woods, because you had to stop for that to investigate that tree where those little fetishes were, and then you fought those orcs and one of these other cultists in that area, and slaughtered all of them or drove them away. And so yeah, it was the better part of a day getting here. So it's late afternoon now. If you take an hour rest, you'll maybe be able to travel a couple of hours before it's nightfall. And depending on which way you go, you're not really near any roads. So you'd either have to go back to the river and go around the way you did, or you pretty much know that Phandalin is, I'm going to go to the Sword Coast map here for a moment with you guys. You know that you guys are here at the Circle of Thunder, and you know that Phandalin is down here. So that's, let me see, I don't know if this thing is to scale. Yeah, it is. So you know Phandalin is about 60 miles away, or 65 miles away. So it'll take, on foot, it'll take like 2 days to get there.
We still have our horses too. Our horses, I guess, are just hanging out.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you got your horses. So yeah, it would still take you more than a day. While you're here, Xanth will tell you that if you are going to head back to Phandalin, There are 2 places along the way he would not mind checking to see if any of his kindred are there. He explains that over here, there is a hunting lodge that belongs to he believes it's a human hunter named Falcon. And that it's a place where people come to hunt game in the woods. And it's possible, since that's a landmark that the centaurs know about, it's possible that some of them may have gone there. There's also over here, there is a noble from Neverwinter that has a forest estate that he also uses as a hunting lodge. And so he says that within a half day, he at least, and you with your horses, would be able to go and check out both of these. And it would still put you during your second day getting back to Phandalin. So it would be a little bit of a delay, but it wouldn't be so much of a delay that it would take you a whole extra day to get back.
Well, I kind of like that. I think we're going to go hunting soon.
Yeah, maybe we just get an early night rest and leave first thing in the morning.
Sounds fair to me.
Okay.
I think we all need a good night's rest.
Yes, it wouldn't hurt. I'll take first watch even.
Just wake me up if there's anything dangerous.
I'll take the last 4 hours.
Gorrim will take a walk.
Okay. So whoever's on first watch can go ahead and make me a perception check. Yeah, the night passes, or your watch passes uneventfully. Abinadom, you notice that Bandit, he kind of, his senses are alert because he can see all the little mice that are like scurrying around through the underbrush, and they look really tasty. But as far as you and Gorrim are concerned, it just passes without incident. And then who's on the next watch? Go ahead and make me.
Did I think me and Abinadom split again or no?
Okay, so go ahead and make me a perception check while you're on watch. Yeah, rest of the night passes, without much event. The forest sounds relatively peaceful, and with your 16, you would almost swear that the sound of the night birds and the night insects, if it were possible, you would think that they sounded like happy or relieved.
Awesome. And as my watch ends, since everyone's going to be getting up soon, I'll just let out a really loud whistle.
Okay. And it is not. Nothing answers your whistle.
Sounds good.
Okay. Actually, I take that back. You let out a really loud whistle, and the echo dies away, and it carries on the wind. And then just a couple of beats later, from far, far away, sounding like it's echoing off of distant mountains, you hear the rumble of thunder. That might be a response.
Bro.
All right. And so Zant feels like pretty much he's in your debt. So if you guys are game for going to one of these two places or both of them, he'll leave it up to you which one you guys want to go to first.
What? The one we come to first. Let me see that map.
Well, they're split, so maybe we should head toward Woodland Manse first.
Okay, go to the Woodland Manse first, and then your journey will take you kind of closer on the way back towards Phandalin.
Okay. They would name their kid after a bird.
And I'm going to cast Mage Armor as we begin to leave.
Okay. And then let's see. Oh, and by the way, you guys, you all have reached what passes for level cap for this adventure. So now that you're sixth level, the only thing that you have in front of you is glory, gold, and
I'm only fifth.
Oh, okay. Well then, Gorrim, you go ahead and level up to sixth after the Circle of Thunder. Sorry, I didn't realize that. I thought you were already sixth. Okay. So Woodland Manse. Heading to the okay. There was a this mansion was built by a half orc or half elf wizard many years ago, and he used to come here to go hunting, but he hasn't been here in quite a while. And and as you get a little closer to the location, you can see that the outside of the house looks like it's in a bit of disrepair. Like it hasn't been used in a bit, but you notice that some of the damage here appears kind of recent. Where the heck are we? Woodland Mints. All right, let me go back here. I'll move this over next to our. Okay. All right. And yeah, let's say you guys are gonna be coming from the what? You'll be coming from the
north, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll be coming from the north.
The northwest.
Yeah, northwest. Okay, so let me grab your tokens from that other map. And Wes, don't put your token on. I'll put your token on, and then I'll fix it if you can't move it. So that way we will. Okay, so I'm gonna bring all of you guys here, and then wait, I'm missing one of you guys. Normally it's L that's off gallivanting around, but who's the other one that's not there with all the others? Who am I missing? So I have 5. I should have 6 minus Wes. I've got Hyza, I've got L, I've got Abinadom, I've got Finn. Dorzaphir, where are you, Dorzaphir?
I'm still seeing the other map.
Oh, okay. All right. And then I'll just grab both Dorzaphir and Gorrim. Put them on. Put them on this map. And then I will. Come on. Oh, that's super weird. Okay. That's really strange, Wesley, because when I try to drag your token out of the journal and put it on the map, I don't see it. I bet you if we go back and look at this Circle of Thunder again, you'll probably see like 4 or 5 of your tokens on there. Okay. So, oh, yeah. Yes, I know you guys are seeing. Okay, so let's put Dorzaphir on here. And then let's put. No. Strange. Okay. Then I'm going to open up most of this map. What you all would see. You would see this much. Okay. Dang it. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay. What? What the hell is wrong with this damn thing? No. There. Stupid thing. Do what I tell you. Don't do what you want to do.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling you guys.
Okay. All right, there we go. Now you should begin to see parts of the map opening up near the north where you guys are. You see the outline of a house. You see some gardens, and you see some natural-looking boars in those gardens. And you see some of this, and then some of this. Okay, and you see the main walkway there. All right, so you guys are up. Whoops, you guys are up here near the path. And let me make sure that all these to know Dorzaphir and show NNC. Okay, and then Hyza, and then L, and then Wes, somehow something must be gimped from your, or on my end for your token. I'll have to figure out what that is. Worst comes to worst,
You still can't see it?
Yeah, worst comes to worst, I'll just during the week recreate your token and reassign it to you, and then it should, because I have the artwork for it, so that'll be okay. Yeah, now can you see the one that I put on there? And if you can, you probably can't move it, so you'll probably have to put your own on there.
Nope, I can see it and move it.
Oh, okay, all right. That's very strange. On my DM computer, I don't see it. When I look on the player view, I see it. But on this DM computer, if I change it to player view, I still can't see it on this screen. So I don't know what's going on with it. It's very odd. So you see one house. This piece of a roof over here is just like the upper story. But this area here is the outside of a house, and then over here you can see where there are stairs leading up to the door. I'll give you a description of this. Following a trail through the woods, you come to a foggy clearing, in the midst of which stands a crumbling two-story manse, all but hidden beneath thorny ivy. The large house is set atop a 6-foot-high stone foundation, and the main entrance has a balcony above it. Pumpkins grow wild in patches around the manse, with several wild boars feeding among them. The boars snort in contempt in your direction, and it's the kind of snort that's like an animal defending its feeding ground or defending its territory against what it perceives as potential competitors for food. And I want to be sensitive to everybody. I know everybody's schedule is super crazy at this point, but we are at 11 o'clock. So I don't know if we just want to call it here and pick up with this next session.
A good place for it.
Okay.
Yay.
All right. Okay, sounds good. And then I'll try to figure out during the week. I'll try to figure out what's going on with that stupid token for Gorrim. All right, and whatever it is, I don't think it's anything you've done, Wes. It's something entirely on my end. Two things I wanted to let you know about. I believe last week, Michael mentioned there's a convention that's coming up not this Saturday, but next Saturday, the 25th.
It's running for 2 days, the 25th and the 26th.
Oh, okay. So now it's Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah.
And it starts at 2 in the afternoon Eastern time on
Saturday.
And I have been invited to run a one-shot game for that convention. So I have written that completely original game. It's a one-shot game in 5 acts that is designed to take 4 hours. So it's pretty much a encounter-heavy story on rails that's just designed to be a quick hit, bam, 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 bam. Fairly self-contained and not related to anything else. I've created pre-generated characters for it, given them, decided the races and the classes and given them the basic equipment. And I've given them like 25 gold, just so people can fill out around the corners with whatever extra stuff they want to personalize it. But then I've left the job of naming the characters and giving them a physical description to the players so that the players have some personalization on it. But it's just designed to be...
You cut out, man.
We just lost him again.
Oh, no.
It's just designed to be.
It's just designed to be a one shot. The con is called COVID Con. It's online. The website is covidcons.com. It will be the 25th through the 26th from 1 p.m. Central Time on Saturday through 1 a.m. Central Time on Monday. So it is a true 48-hour convention online. Ken is hosting our D&D table for Saturday. He has a Sunday game, so he's not going to be able to do it Sunday. But, he's hosting that for us.
Yeah, and so if any of you guys know that you're free on Saturday and would be interested in playing, I'm purposely keeping a lot of the details of it vague just in case any of my regular players decide they want to play in it so that they don't have an advantage of knowing anything about it. You guys would be welcome. Like I said, it's designed for 6 characters, so I'm taking
What time?
It's 3 p.m. my time, which would be 2 p.m. your time, Wes, on Saturday afternoon. And it's designed to go 4 hours. So 3 to 7 for me, 2 to 6 for you.
Yeah, I'd be interested.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be off Saturday, so I would be too.
Okay. Well, I will PM you guys links to that, and then I can work out a time between now and then to get with each of you to just kind of get an idea of what your character is. The way it starts off, and this is not giving anything away about the plot, but the way it starts off, I I've given the game the title Red Company 5. And what Red Company 5 stands for is it actually is something that you all noticed tangentially in this game.
The shipping company going down
the shipping
road?
company going up the long road. This caravan is headed from Baldur's Gate up to Neverwinter. And as the story opens, the 6 of you are members of Red Company on the 5th caravan of the month to leave Baldur's Gate. That's why it's Red Company 5. And you 6 are on one wagon. So one of you is the driver. One of you is the groom that takes care of the horses. One of you is the cook. And 3 of you are guards. And everybody has, player character classes, but you all have those jobs is what you guys were hired for. And you are heading past the Mere of Dead Men on the way to Neverwinter. And that's where the story opens. So you're one wagon in a caravan on your way, and everything from Baldur's Gate all the way past Waterdeep and up the Sword Coast so far has been smooth. So what could possibly go wrong?
With DM Gallibond writing the story, Lord only knows.
Mm-hmm. Sounds exciting.
Yeah, it should
be. Good caravan run.
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought, okay, I want to just make this, because it's a one shot and because it's on a kind of scheduled timetable, I don't want to leave a whole lot of, how do we know each other? Or what is that? It's just, no, that's just all baked in. This is where we are. This is where we're going. Hang on. Here we go.
And we really appreciate
story time.
Right. We really appreciate DM Gallibond doing that for us for this first. This would be our inaugural year of because people can't go to real cons right now. So we thought it'd be a nice thing. We'll be streaming to 3 separate platforms. We have Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. Ken's will be streamed to his Twitch and YouTube if he wants it, or anything we can stream it to for him.
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that'd be great. So, and I've been playing around for this particular game. This is more for Michael's benefit and not knowing what they would expect from the con. I've been playing around with a piece of software that is called, let me pull it up here, ChromaCam. I don't know if any of you are familiar with ChromaCam, but it's a virtual green screen software, and it basically will put up any kind of green screen background you want, and it does not require you to actually have a physical green screen behind you. Will.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now, the thing is, I have a high-powered gaming laptop that I would run this on, and even with a 7700 processor and a GeForce 1060 graphics card, that thing takes up, just sitting there idly, it takes up about 38% of the processor to run a virtual green screen because it's having to do a lot of work to just get rid of the background and replace it with something.
Make everything green. Something just moved. Make it green.
Yeah, but it actually works pretty well, and I keep it as a very small, like 2-inch by 2-inch square down in the corner of the screen, because the whole point is not to see me, but a lot of times when you're watching streams online, you like to watch the DM, watch the players. And so I just figured, all right, this will be a way I can do that. And then that way, if the people who are playing want to run their webcams, we can do it for this particular game. But normally when I run my games, I don't run a webcam, and I don't ask my players to run webcams.
I was going to say also, Ken, GM, he has his own channel on our Discord. He has his own D&D channel on the Cons Discord for the game.
Okay, I remember you told me that, and I just sent. I don't know if that COVIDCon email you gave me to.
Yeah, I got your.
But that goes to you. Okay, all right. So I sent that today with those details, and I'll go ahead and put information up there in the in that channel as well when we get done with the game tonight. But yeah, that's going to be fun because that'll be my first the first game I've run for a convention, and hopefully people will enjoy it. And it was an idea that came together pretty quickly. So either that means it was a bolt of inspiration, or it means it is not that great of an idea, and we'll just see how that plays out when we actually go. But I was able to put in some combat, some puzzles, some skill use, and a little bit. So there's a little bit for all kinds of players and all kinds of people watching, whether you like to see dice rolling and sword swinging, or whether you want to see people interacting with NPCs or interacting with each other. There's opportunities for all of that.
Yeah, I'm looking at the email now. It looks like my partners, because we all have access to this con email, so they've already read it, and they're the ones that responded.
Oh, okay. I didn't even see that they had responded yet. So
yeah, it's all good. We got you.
Excellent. So yeah, that should be fun.
And the website's really been updated and revamped, everybody. So if y'all want to check it out, like I said, anybody watching, anybody that's in the party, it's COVID cons cons.com.
Okay, covidcons.com. Let me do covidcons.com. Okay.
Cool.
I'll make sure that works. Yeah. All right. Actually, let me do this.
Dark Soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. And I've got that up on the, I just pulled it up on the stream for anybody. We do have Turbo is there. Thank you, Turbo. Turbo's been hanging out pretty regularly over the last few weeks. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be a lot of fun stuff. They're even managing to do a virtual cosplay.
It's a cosplay parade that we're doing.
So that's nice. And then and they've got guests from, like, they got TV and movie people, and I think I saw there was like even some medical people that are doing like some real world serious crap, talking about all the stuff that's going on. That might have just been on the placeholder things.
No, yeah, there is one doing
It's so cute.
I know who you're talking about. I think that's because, let me look under the guests. Hold on. That is Alan Gelbreth. He's a writer, and he's going over pandemics and epidemic.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's cool.
He got a lot of guests. That's why we had to spread it out to 2 days.
Well, that's nice.
Displaying the difference between a pandemic and an epidemic.
pandemic is more localized. Well, I mean, there is a global pandemic. Epidemic is when it's reached beyond the borders. Last time when I've read into research on it, yeah, I was about to say, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that a pandemic is more manageable. An epidemic is when it can't be managed anymore, and it's just the herd mentality.
Sweet.
Then you have regional and global applications to that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, did you see your little table?
A pandemic is still controllable, whereas an epidemic is beyond control. Nothing you can do is going to stop.
I thought I got that definition right. Pandemic's controllable. Epidemic is where it's beyond control, and at that point, it's survival of the fittest.
Yeah, you're kind of along for the ride at that point. Well, you know what's... Go ahead.
You just have to hope you're one of those 1 in a million that are naturally immune.
Yeah. What's been kind of interesting to see is that even with the patchwork approach, which, with a republic style of government like we have, it almost has to be it's very hard to get a coordinated response to something, especially when it's something that's relatively out of the blue. Like as of December, nobody really knew anything about this, and then it was only in early January or late December when word started leaking out of China that they had something going on, and there was some confusion, even with the European authorities and us of what was actually happening. And that with the measures they've put in place, it looks like they have, in places like New York and even now in places like Louisiana, when they took some real aggressive measures, it looks like they have started to blunt the impact. But of course, the problem with that is now it's going to elongate it. So, if you slow the spread, then that means it has to take a lot longer to spread through people before.
Well, the hope is that we can slow it down long enough to develop a vaccine. However, this virus is proving to be a little tricky in vaccinating.
Yeah.
However, there is some promising. There was an AIDS medication that was meant for several applications, but HIV being the primary one, that has been in the works for a while, and it has shown some significant promise.
Yeah, that's good, and it's nice
of course,
to see.
Of course, antivirals carry their own side effects too. So, right. I haven't seen exactly what the side effects to this particular drug are, but it has shown some very promising results. It's had a 68% recovery.
Oh, that's nice.
Even in extremely sick patients. We're talking about a small sample, I think less than 100. So we need to expand that and make sure that it's as effective as it seems like it is. But that could be and at only $9 that's affordable.
Yeah. I was watching one of the news shows today at my lunch break, and they were interviewing a guy that's from one of the teaching hospitals in Pittsburgh, and he was saying that to his knowledge, there's one particular drug that they're doing at least 100 different separate trials on, and his frustration was that there's not somebody coordinating so that, okay, if you're going to do a trial on a particular drug, let's do one trial spread out across all of these things and then share all of that data, because you'll get a much larger sample. This way you have 100 very small samples that you then have to go back and aggregate them together. And because you're not sure of the population makeup of each of these 100, it makes the results a little muddier. And it's like, yeah, it sounds like it would be nice if you could have a little bit more centralized control of that. But yeah, what are you going to do?
That has its advantages and disadvantages.
Sure, exactly. Nothing is
But
perfect.
the drug is Amavir, and they think that drug that's the best promise so far. It's shown to be extremely resilient. Because of its chemical makeup, it's proving to be very difficult to vaccinate. The Amavir is probably our best bet. Unfortunately, some of the things this virus survives much longer than we previously thought on exposed surfaces. I mean, you can literally carry it on your shoes into your house and then sweep a week later and blow it into the air. And
Oh my goodness, jeez.
at least theoretically. Now, we could argue and discuss viral load versus serum conversion for months, but since we don't know what the viral load requirement is, but it's definitely detectable. How about that?
Wow, this virus is really good. Has there ever been a better virus than this as far as like danger
Yes, the
level?
common cold.
Yeah,
It's a bad
that's true.
virus that a virus that kills its host is a poor virus.
That is correct.
Because the
object
virus
is to
doesn't
spread.
survive?
It can't replicate.
Exactly. The object is to allow the host to survive, but live off of the host as a parasite, which is why the common cold is so successful.
What's funny too, to make you this Wesley would probably understand this more. I got into an argument with somebody on Facebook because they were like, well, this is no video game, this is real life. I said, look, you want to learn how a virus spreads and can spread quickly? Play the game Plague Inc., and you'll learn real quick how to spread a virus.
Yep.
Because it will show you statistical data as the game goes on. And people don't even look at that. But you look at the statistical data, he's right. The quicker I can spread it and not kill everybody, then all of a sudden turns around and starts killing people in droves.
Yeah.
When it mutates.
All right, well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and kill the stream. Thanks again, Turbo, for hanging out all night. Have a great week, and please stay safe.
And the medical plug of the week, as usual, wash your hands for 20.
And try not to touch your face.
Amen to that.